we're talking about character arc. I think that Finocchio or Coach, I think he had a very good character arc, and I think he realizes through this journey that they're better off going their own way. And but Jack, I don't know. I think he's kind of opened himself up to this little friendship, but at the end, especially like he opens himself up to what's her name, Connie Britton's character, which is Marcy Petroselli.
Yeah, Marcy Petroselli.
And then come to find out that she's married. She's only there for like 3 days, and then find out that she's actually married and she leaves. He's just kind of back to square one. So obviously that doesn't mean that he hasn't
Oh,
changed.
so you don't think they'll keep in contact? You don't see them
No,
keeping in contact,
I don't think so. I think she's back to her life and he's back to his
like
life.
her husband.
Yeah,
Okay.
because she's moved back in home with him.
Well, you know what? I did say that I did fall asleep at the end, so maybe I need to rewatch.
Yeah, which I kind of lost it because he comes back into the apartment and then KK, who's the guy that like hangs out there, or it's like the bit whatever, he
Like the
says,
janitor or something.
yeah, he says that that apartment you always look at is available because Petroselli moved back home with her husband who knew she was married. And then I looked up and saw that Petroselli was her name. And then I was like, oh, but I had to go back. I had to rewind it, go back,
Okay.
and
Because I
check it
was like,
out.
I don't. All right. So that's the. So I did miss that last night. Then so
So
okay.
yeah, I think emotionally, yeah, he's probably arced, but
Not completely then.
it's just yeah, he didn't. I think that Fianico's he actively checked out of the hotel and said, "I'm going home.
Go back
It
home.
is what it is." But Jack doesn't really do that. He just kind of says, "Well, I'm going to go back to life the way that it is, but I'm dealing with this a little bit better."
Right.
So it's like, okay, but it's not very much of an arc.
Maybe he won't have a breakdown this time.
Yeah, and
He
do
won't
some.
have to, do his acting.
I noticed in that one, and I thought to myself, I don't remember. He doesn't do emotional characters in his films and projects. He's very. He either plays like the straight character or like a comedic character. He rarely ever
Yeah.
plays somebody super
Yeah.
emotional. So that was kind of a weird thing, which brought attention to it. And then the way that he pulled it off, it's just
That's
like,
true.
yeah,
We see the strengths and the weaknesses.
yeah. So what about secondary characters? We talked about Marcy Petroselli. I'll bring it up. I'll talk about it first then.
Yeah. Start this one.
So I think it had some good secondary characters in it. I think that I always write down the ones that I like the most. But I will say that I really liked Connie Britton's character, the Marcy Petroselli. She is just she's one of those people that the least she can do nothing on a screen and light the whole place up. Like she just walks into a room, lights the place up. With
And she pretty much owes her entire career to Ed Burns, doesn't she?
she does. And do you know where she's
Because
from?
she surpassed him as far as the roles she's gotten.
Oh yeah, especially with
And
Nashville.
yeah,
She
and she was
blew
on
it
a pretty
up.
successfon show before that as too, wasn't she? Wasn't she on
Yes.
another show?
I don't remember
Seemed
what
like
it
she was on
was.
a. What was it?
I don't remember what it was.
Because I know she's been on a few things. I've seen her in a couple things.
Yeah, and she was a nobody until Brothers McMullen came around. She went to school in Lynchburg.
Interesting.
There's a school there called EC Glass, and it has an amazing theater department.
Uh huh.
She came out of that theater department, and the blonde girl from Two Broke Girls,
Yeah.
she came out of that theater department, and then Phil Vischer. the country singer,
Oh,
came out of
okay.
it too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pretty successful school then.
yeah. She was in Spin City.
Okay.
Did
And
100
Michael
episodes of
J.
Spin
Fox?
City. Here's an interesting thing: the Fighting Fitzgeralds.
I
Was
think
that
it
a
was supposed to be
show?
a sequel to Brothers McMullen. It was supposed to be, and I thought that he had just
Oh,
turned it into the Fitzgerald family Christmas.
apparently there was a whole season done, and
By
she's in
him?
that. Yeah, she's in that. He was a writer, but he doesn't show up in the episodes. So I really liked her character because I think she just brings so much to the screen. She was made for film and TV.
Yeah, she
What
really was.